We are wrapping up the last Monday of the month of August on this 26th day of the 8th month on a hot one. And if you think today is hot, or was, well, technically still is, tomorrow and the next few are going to crank it up even further. And we don't see any relief until we get pretty deep into your Founders Day celebration. Can you believe it's underway? It is, and I'll remind you more about the schedule and the things that you need to know about that in just a few seconds, as McGoffin County is one of their biggest times of the year is upon us. A host of other news and information to get to tonight. A major announcement coming from Johnson County Schools, from the Johnson County Fiscal Court and Government, as well as another entity involved, as well as I understand. And while we have a camera there for the meeting and announcement to follow, which began at 5, well, I'm hopeful that before I leave you, we'll be telling you exactly what that is. Speaking to you at this moment, you know what I know. So we'll find out in just a few seconds. A host of other headlines to get to before we get to there, so let's go ahead and get right to them. A couple of indictments out of McGoffin County, some arrests, some other news, and just a long list of things to get to. We'll start off in our viewing area of Lawrence County, where a young Louisa man under 21, has been arrested on serious gun and drug charges in neighboring West Virginia in Wayne County, where the Sheriff's Department made a traffic stop because they were intent on arresting one of the passengers for drug warrants which were active. While conducting that stop, they noticed another passenger, a young man from Louisa, Kyler Messer, hiding things in the car. A large amount of drugs, guns, and cash were all seized. With this being the lot of guns, drugs, money, and other items that authorities from Wayne County, West Virginia say they seized from the traffic stop. They say that Kyler Messer of Louisa was trying to hide all of this stuff after police had pulled the vehicle over. They searched and they found what you see here, which is a large quantity of methamphetamine, several baggies, fentanyl recovered from his underwear, a total of 5 handguns, a silencer or suppressor, and many loaded magazines, all from the trunk of the car and elsewhere. Messer is charged with possession with intent to deliver methamphetamine, possession with intent to deliver heroin, 5 counts of carrying a concealed deadly weapon under 21, and police say that more charges are certainly pending in the investigation. If you're catching the 6 o'clock show, the Mountain Parkway has since reopened after being shut down this afternoon for a significant amount of time, close to an hour or so after a 2-car collision. Now, this happened between 2 vehicles, both traveling from out of state, a pickup truck and a large semi with a bed on the back. They hit on the Mountain Parkway in the Johnson Fork area, with the driver of the pickup truck being flown out from near the scene for possible severe or life-threatening injuries. The Mountain Parkway was shut down for right around an hour or so in totality, I believe, around 3 o'clock, starting at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. This was after a 2-car crash. Both vehicles traveling from out of state. One, a pickup truck. A woman said to have been traveling and driving all night long and believed to have fallen asleep, possibly behind the wheel. That vehicle colliding with the passenger side of this semi, also traveling from out of state. The collision happening with the passenger side of this semi because the driver of the large rig did absolutely everything he could to try to avoid the collision, he said, which meant going into the oncoming lane of traffic, as there was no other vehicles at that time or near him, with the other passenger car, the pickup truck, going over to his passenger side, and then the passenger side of that vehicle, as you can see, colliding with the truck. Extensive damage done to the pickup truck. Fortunately, there was no one in the passenger seat or on the passenger side. The female driver was alert. She was conscious, but she was also feared to have suffered possibly serious injuries, and EMS elected to life flight her from the landing zone at the top of the hill there near the crash to a trauma center for the possible severity of her injuries. Two of the first people to arrive, a Pike County Sheriff's deputy who was traveling the Mountain Parkway, but also a woman who was a nurse and who did not see the collision directly but had been traveling behind the vehicle for a period of time and was fearful of something happening because it appeared as though the driver was drowsy or something of that nature, and just a few moments later, the crash took place. The driver of the large truck was not injured and refused medical treatment on the scene. Again, the Mountain Parkway back open for traffic. Still much more to come. Please stay tuned after a few messages.
Get ready for an experience like no other. Rageous is coming to the Mountain Arts Center on Thursday, September 26, 2024. Rageous isn't just a show, it's a celebration of art, music, and creativity. Born from the ashes of a burnt theater, this troupe of misfit artists, singers, dancers, and musicians has taken the world by storm. Be a part of the experience. Be Rageous. Get your tickets now.
Atri fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Pennies, and I mean pennies on the dollar in Paintsville. New items every week at Outlaw Bargain Pallet Store. Household goods, tools, toys, makeup, home decor, and so much more. And they're right by Outlaw Thrift and Consignment, the area's biggest and best consignment, full of new, nearly new, and gently loved kids and adult clothing, name brands, new styles, and most everything in the store is only $2. Shop and save it both on Main Street in Paintsville. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conleys. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. The Big Sandy Healthcare System family is excited to welcome and introduce to you their newest team member, Dr. Emily McCormick, DMD. From right here in Eastern Kentucky, Dr. McCormick joins Hope Family Dental and is excited to see and serve patients in Magoffin County. Call 349-5126 to schedule an appointment.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Thanks to you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
A Magoffin County man is in jail in the Big Sandy, accused of dousing a local woman with gasoline and threatening to shoot her and or set her on fire. I'll have that arrest information in just a few seconds. 2 more indictments, though, will precede that. One which was executed during a traffic stop, which resulted in additional charges against the accused after he tried to run from police, then had a handcuff key to work his way out of custody, almost. And then, of course, now facing those charges plus the original indictment. This past Saturday afternoon, sometime around 6 o'clock or so, Montgomery County Sheriff's Deputy Eugene Salyer made a traffic stop on this man identified as 50-year-old Matthew Owens because the deputy knew that Owens had an active Montgomery County indictment arrest warrant in his name. As soon as he made the traffic stop and informed Owens that he was being arrested and told him to turn around to put the cuffs on him, Owens tried to run on foot but was instead tased and put into handcuffs. However, upon searching Owens and conducting the investigation, the officers there on scene heard the handcuffs click and then realized that Owens had hidden somewhere on his body or on his person a handcuff key, which he had gotten to and was able to unlock one of the cuffs, with police finding the handcuff key lying on the seat beside him. Owens was charged with fleeing or evading arrest in the second degree, resisting arrest, menacing, escaping the third degree, and then served with the indictment warrant out of Montgomery County for trafficking in methamphetamine. The indictment issued this past February. The second of the two indictments to report out tonight comes in the name of Kayla Maxine Reisner, 31 of Salyersville, indicted for possession of methamphetamine, wanton endangerment in the first degree of police officer, and 3 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia. This after being arrested by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department back in February on the 13th. And the Sheriff's Department says this man is jailed for allegedly, per their investigation, dousing a local woman in gasoline and then threatening to light her on fire. While this man was arrested and still is lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. This after the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department opened up a case into the complaint of a female being doused in gasoline and threatened within an inch of her life or less after being threatened to be lit on fire or shot. The citation reads as follows: that Deputy Eugene Salyer responded to a home on Johnson Fork where a female victim, once he got there, told him that Larry Mike Salyer opened the front door of her home, came in without being permitted or knocking or announcing, and threw gas onto her and the floor of her home, and said that he pulled out a lighter to set her on fire, and then pulled out a handgun and told her she better stop telling lies on him and that the next time she would not be so lucky, and then he would make good on promises of his threat. With police noting that she was wearing a plain white t-shirt when the gas was poured onto her, and that they found that t-shirt covered in gas on the floor of the home. Before I go to the calendar, let me say this. Hopefully two big topics of discussion here before I leave you. One, the Community Day car. Have you got your tickets still? Told you all last week that the winner had not stepped forward with that original number. I'll give you that number one more time tonight because it is the last time before we go on to a new number. With that said as well, we're still awaiting some big news out of Johnson County, from Johnson County Schools, government, and what looks to be another partner in a new venture there. With that said, though, here's tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. And it's always awesome to start off with a birthday or two. Yeah, this was a Friday, and I think I got it, but it was Friday, and this is a Monday. So just in case, Natalie Gamble, the happiest of birthdays to you. Happy, one way or the other, belated birthday to you, Natalie G. Happy birthday, Terry B. That's Terry B. for Brown. And with a lot of love from family and friends, the happiest of birthdays to Terry Brown, whose birthday was Saturday. Happy birthday to you both, a bit belated. The Water into Wine Food Pantry has sent me their latest schedule. It's for September. I'm having a hard time getting to September this year for some reason. I'm not liking it. I'm just trying to squeeze a little more life out of summer, but nevertheless, this next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, but the following will be September the 4th. The 4th and the 18th are their two regular commodity days for the Water into Wine Food Pantry this month. Their senior commodity day for September is Thursday the 19th. And remember, summer hours are 8 until 10. And starting in October, they'll start using their fall and winter hours. So we've got the entire month of September on the same hours that they have been working on. A lasagna dinner tomorrow, 11 till 2. The New Beginnings Christian Fellowship Church is having fundraisers. With just a couple of more left on my schedule, including tomorrow, a lasagna dinner, lasagna, green beans, mashed potatoes, a roll, dessert, and a drink, just $10. They're on West Maple Street here in Sagersville behind Flint Law, and they will deliver in town, 349-4142. And this Thursday, it's a hot dog dinner with chips, dessert, 2 hot dogs with sauce and slaw, and a drink, just $7. Call 349-4142 to get yours. The Tip Top Cold Camp Reunion coming up Monday the 2nd. Bring picks that you have and a side dish. There'll be plenty to eat. They're looking to add some new memories to a lot of great old ones for anyone who has ever had anything to do with living in or around or being a part of the Tip Top Cold Camp family. And be a member of the Your News Today community calendar family whenever you need something announced. Birthdays, of course, and anniversaries are included. Moving on to funeral service announcements for this Monday, the 26th of August, 2 from Jones and Preston. Services start Thursday at 1 for 61-year-old Virginia Mae Newkirk Page of Stambaugh, who passed away Saturday. She survived by her husband, Herbert Page, 2 sons, 3 daughters, and 3 grandkids. Again, services start Thursday at 1 from Jones and Preston. And a memorial service will be held Tuesday, September the 3rd, at Jones and Preston in honor of 67-year-old Charles Chuck Johnson of Wayne, West Virginia, formerly of Johnson County, who passed away Tuesday of last week, survived by a daughter, Jessica Marie Ann Mayo, 2 brothers, Jerry and Billy Johnson, and 4 grandchildren. A memorial service again Tuesday, September the 3rd at Jones and Preston at 1 o'clock in his honor. East Kentucky's premier entertainment venue is here. Pick your game at Outlaw Ax Country in Paintsville. Axe throwing, bull riding, cornhole, billiards, a full arcade, inflatables, and more. And don't forget to cash out with prizes and mine for gems before you go. Open 7 days a week and built for fun for 1 to 100. That's Outlaw Ax Country on Broadway in Paintsville. And snack on one of your favorites, Carnival Cravings, while you're there. Call for more or to book a party at 372-4FUN.
Get your tickets today for the Highway Labor Day Fest in Paintsville, Saturday, August 31st. Come see John R. Miller. Then Mason Ramsey takes the stage.
If you need a lift, I'll go the extra mile.
American Idol runner-up Will Mosley. And then welcome home Loretta Lynn's granddaughter and American Idol Top 5, Emmy Russell.
I was born a coal miner's daughter.
Sunday, September the 1st, the stage will be packed with great artists, leading up to co-headliners Shenandoah
Get me to the church on the Cumberland Road.
and the incredible Kentucky Headhunters.
Let's all go down to Dumas Walker.
Get your weekend pass now at AlleyFestKY.com. Sponsored by Paintsville Tourism, AlleyFest, Pelfrey Marketing Group, Jerry Pelfrey Fireworks, the Highway Artist Management Group, the Highway Cafe, the Alley on Main, and CMH 23.
On out to my baby.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Summer is wrapping up, and that means back to school, football games, fall, and all the wonderful things that go with it. And the seasonal shop has got a large selection of McGoffin and UK merchandise ready to go. Beautiful jewelry and accessories to complement all of your outfits. And for the teachers, a full line of spa and pampering products that are perfect to help relieve a little stress after some long days. Fragrance lines to help maybe any classroom or dorm room feel more like home. And as always, a beautiful selection of home decor. If you haven't been in lately, very lately, stop in and get a preview of some of their fall and Christmas colors and styles. And remember, local delivery and layaway at the seasonal shop. One more time, the winning number drawn for the car at Community Day, which has still not been turned in, which means we're going to start this thing over very soon.
Okay, the lucky winning number is 5384. 5384.
Final call, 5384, the number we've been getting out there as best we can, any way we can, since Community Day for over a week now, and no takers. That ticket claims this Ford Fusion. So you still got until about 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow. I'd say closer to 1. If you were to find that ticket, or someone did tonight, you better call bright and early, because around 1 o'clock tomorrow, I'm walking my way down to the Sayersville National Bank, and they're going to pull another ticket out of the box, and hopefully we'll find a winner. Just tune in tomorrow. We'll tell you all about it. And this is the segment where we are hopeful to have supporting video and an announcement. After I was made aware earlier today of a special, a scheduled meeting of the Johnson County Board of Education with a special announcement therein and an elaboration to follow. A collaboration, if you will, as I understood early this morning, with that being all I knew at the time, between Johnson County Schools, local government, and private enterprise.
Hi, I'm Johnson County Judge Executive Mark McKenzie.
And I'm Superintendent of Johnson County Schools, Tom Cochran.
We are so excited to announce a partnership between the Johnson County Fiscal Court, Johnson County Schools, and a private developer to construct a 62,500 square foot entertainment facility located on property adjacent to the new Johnson Central High School. The KP Funplex will offer 24 bowling lanes, a second level go-kart track, laser tag, arcade games, 4D games, virtual reality games, axe throwing, party rooms, and a restaurant.
The KP Funplex will offer multiple indoor entertainment activities for the community, but we are really pleased that our students will have preferred access to the bowling lanes, allowing us to have practices and matches and host large tournaments, all in close proximity to the new high school campus. This facility will further support our growing and successful bowling teams.
We could not be happier than to be able to bring back bowling to our community. The many other fun activities at the facility will not only offer things to do in our community, but it will attract visitors from the surrounding areas, increasing traffic and business to our other local restaurants and retail shops.
Our students, staff, and parents will greatly benefit from having a family fun destination that provides social and physical activities in a safe and controlled environment.
The Johnson County Fiscal Court appreciates the willingness of the local school board to work with us and a private developer to step outside the box, to partner in creating economic opportunity and providing things to do and benefiting our students. Let's get excited, Johnson County, and watch for construction to begin in the near future.
We will certainly be talking more about that major announcement later. With that said, Founders Day, it's essentially here, kicked off over the course of the weekend with their Night in White, the first annual fundraiser for the Sayersville Tourism and City of Sayersville. I had a prior commitment and was not in Magoffin County, but I'm told that it was a success, one that they're already planning for next year or to build on. That was the official kickoff of the Founders Day celebration. Founders Day, of course, gearing up and picking up, running this Wednesday with their opening ceremony at 6. Remember, the theme this year is No Place Like Home. They'll be honoring our disabled American veterans, our local DAV, as well as the Sayersville Renaissance Organization and the Kiwanis Club. And this year, the theme, I guess I should say, is also a part of that, is remembering the legacy of the late Betty Jo Likens. Opening ceremonies Wednesday. Thursday, you've got the Little and Miss Teen pageants. Friday, 4-H, all the fun things during the day. Miss Magoffin that night. It's going to be a little hot for these. I'll tell you more about that in just a few seconds. The 5K, the parade, the music in downtown Sayersville on Saturday. I'll go through the full schedule and time for you starting on tomorrow's program, but Founders Day is essentially here. And It is here during a hot one. We've enjoyed some beautiful fall weather, which goes along great with festivals, unless you get a big storm or downpour like we had for Community Day. While there are some shower and storm chances right now, they're pretty modest. The heat, however, is going to crank up through at least the end of this week, which will be right into the middle of Founders Day. Also in all that mix, football. Don't forget the Montgomery County Hornets open up their home season with their second game of the season, Founders Day Friday night. They were on the road at Montgomery County and came up halfway short, 14-28 final score, but they're hosting Lewis County this Friday night. It's going to be a good one here at home. Going to be a warm one here at home, at least at the onset. We topped out at 95 degrees here in downtown Sagersville today, and we've got more 90s as you see in store for days. It's going to be a hot one most all week long. Tonight, the coolest night, if you will, of the bunch at 59, mostly clear and a calm wind. Tomorrow, little patchy fog at the onset. We should hit 93, and listen, hitting 94, 95 tomorrow is certainly possible for some, if not all of us. They're estimates. It's the weather. 93 is expected to be perhaps the minimum tomorrow. Fog, sunny, mostly clear across the board. Mid-60s for nighttime lows. All of that is on the up and up by Wednesday. 96 and 67. Sunny. The first of only a few shower chances in your 7-day at a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms late morning through early evening on your Wednesday. Thursday, still looking at the upper 90s, 97, 67, your high and low. Fog, sunny, mostly clear. No threat right now of any showers or storms on your Thursday. Friday, still holding into the 90s. Solid 96, mostly sunny. And you'll notice from there we've got a couple of scenarios making their way into the forecast, which will give us a chance of some showers and thunderstorms there on out, all the way through your Labor Day weekend. Friday, 96, mostly sunny, a 40% chance of showers and storms. That front does take temperatures back down to a more bearable level for the weekend. A lot still happening for the weekend. We'll be in the mid and upper 80s, I think, right now. Saturday, Sunday, 86, 87, 62 nighttime lows, partly to mostly sunny skies. We will have a threat of some showers and thunderstorms from Friday all the way Saturday and into your Sunday and into your Labor Day Monday right now, it appears as though. And temperatures after that 96-degree Friday, again, will be pretty consistently into the mid, close to upper 80s Saturday, Sunday, and Labor Day Monday. That's almost it for this evening. Before I go, let me remind you, coming up immediately, and I mean immediately, within seconds, 2 maybe at the most, a special presentation from the folks at Country Music Highway 23, as well as the organizers of Alley Fest. The big music festival is coming up this week. They've got a big monster lineup that they hope you will come and join them for, and a lot of things planned in Johnson County, and a 30-minute infomercial, if you will, that's been put together, and then we've been asked to share to make sure everyone knows about all the entertainment they've got planned. With that said, that's coming up right after I say good night, and thank you for watching.